Good morning, afternoon, 12:07. So we didn't get a lot of snow, so the drifts aren't that bad. But from what I understand, it's really icy. And I have to go get cat food and hay. And I want to get another large cage to put the other four chicks in out in the turkey stall, turkey coop, nursery coop, whatever we're going to call it. So I'm not going to be looking at the phone a lot. Maybe it is still snowing, or is that just I think that's just blowing. I don't think it's snowing anymore. Okay, got my nice hot coffee. Let me take a sip before we leave. Here where the driveway is. I always hate being the first. I don't want to drive in the grass. The lid of the garbage can opened, which means it's full of snow now. The sun is trying to come out. Oh, somebody plowed it. They plow it down the middle. I'm sorry, I'm not driving in the middle of the road when I'm coming up to a hill. Because I know how people around here on this road drive. They like to drive in the middle on a nice day, and they do 60. And I'm not going to be surprised when I get to the top of the hill and find somebody else there. I just think we're in for a very bad, long winter. I didn't take you with me when I went to feed the pig, Mr. Zippy. He was still all snuggled in his house. And since it's so cold, I gave him an extra scoop. I don't know if you noticed, but after you eat, you get a little warmer. Well, that's how animals stay warm, by consuming food. So I gave him an extra scoop and I actually put it in the doorway of his house. I started feeling that rattling. That's an incubator that Audrey gave me. And I didn't get to the coop yet because I'm still deciding how I want to build shelves for April when we start hatching chickens and maybe guinea fowl. So I'm working on the website, getting it ready for Black Friday, and I got the food chart page done. But when I switched over to the new server, all of the Amazon links I had in my shop, because my shop is like everything for the equine lover all in one spot. All my links disappeared, so I have to go through everything again and put the links back. And I know Amazon is already having their Black Friday sale. And I'm thinking about extending my Black Friday through Sunday. What do you think? Should I do that? I mean, I've cut all the prices. I might be making 2%, but that's what Black Friday is all about. Giving you guys great deals, and I'm gonna put gift certificates on there for the courses. And in case you want to give someone a course, you'll get a really pretty email certificate, so you don't have to wait for it. You can print it, put it in an envelope, put the envelope in a box, wrap it up. Or do like I do, put that box in another box and wrap it up, and then maybe one more time, put that box in a bigger box. That's kind of fun. The most fun I've had with Christmas presents, though, was when we bought Christopher a car, and it was a big deal. I can't even remember what it was now. It was a tiny car, kind of like a box, and it was baby blue, and it had like a stripe on it. He didn't care because he had a car. And it started out with a present that he opened, and it was like a scavenger hunt until it led him to the garage. And the funny thing about that car was that Sean and Christopher actually picked it up and turned it sideways in the garage. I probably have pictures of that somewhere. But that was a pretty fun Christmas. Okay, we're coming up to the downhill corner that people fly around in the wrong lane. It looks like it's just a sheet of ice, but I really don't want to test it to find out. The problem with this storm is it is 26 degrees outside. The last storm that we had, I don't think it got below 30. And then the next day, when Cody came to shovel us out, it was like in the 40s. This one has a big old cold front with it. Yes, I'm driving like a grandma on Sunday. But when you get into the sloshy stuff, especially mixed with the dirt underneath, it pulls you. Look at that person. They're in a four-wheel drive. They're invincible. See, it just pulled me. I'm curious to see what the pavement's gonna look like. Well, the sun was trying to come out when we left. But no longer. It's getting all gray again. I hope you can hear me over the heater, but I'm not turning it off. I'm sorry. I do have my mic on. Not seeing a lot of animals out. This right here, where it's all brown, looks like it's all mushy and okay, that incubator is actually getting on my nerves. It sounds like a bunch of foil pans back there, but it's actually just a lid. Okay, we're almost to the pavement. I don't understand why. Maybe there's just more dirt on the road. There's our mail lady. Maybe there's just more dirt on the road where it's brown. Because no, I will guarantee a plow did not come by and sprinkle anything on it. Up here comes the sun. Okay, here comes the pavement. And there's some slushy spots. Here's the alpaca farm on the right, and none of those babies are out. And see, this is what you have to worry about when you're driving out here. These are all drifts that are just blowing from the field. So anyway, back to the website and Black Friday. I'm going to set it so that it'll go off at midnight Thursday night, Friday morning. And the $119 courses will be $49. And the $7 boot charms will be $5.60. The only problem with the boot charms, and I'm going to look into FedEx before, well, I guess I'm going to have to do that today. Because I know Dalscone, when they switched over to FedEx, and they're in another country, the shipping rates dropped drastically. And for me to mail one little box with one little boot charm is like $7 through the post office, and I think that's just ridiculous. So if you live in Colorado and you're around Elizabeth, or you want to drive to Elizabeth, you can always pick it up, and then your shipping fee will be refunded at the time of pickup. But I'm going to check into FedEx when I get home and see if I can ship those little puppies a lot cheaper. And I'm also going to put the mindfulness clinics and the sewing and cake decorating classes on Black Friday. And I'm thinking I might even do gift certificates for those also. It'd be kind of pretty if we saw some deer or turkeys. I think the turkeys are hiding. I think they knew tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Look how pretty the pine trees are. I remember back in Chicago when we would have an ice storm and all the trees, they didn't have leaves on them anymore, and they were just like glass. And it was just so beautiful. I think I'm going to run into Walmart before I go to Big R to get hay. Not that I don't trust people, but I would hate to park at Walmart after I get hay and come out and find my hay gone. I would just hope whoever took it really, really couldn't afford hay and they needed it for their animals. Now this right here looks like they did spread something, so maybe they did. They don't use salt out here in Colorado because we are too close to the ozone, I was told. I've never Googled that to see if it was true. Sun's out here. So yes, I'm gonna go to Walmart first before I go to Big R. And when I get home, I will look into FedEx and I will try to go out before dark to feed Mr. Ziffy the pig. And maybe I will take you with me. So if you're in this kind of weather, please be safe out there. I hope something wonderful happens to you today. And we will catch you next time.